Okay, Roscoe.
Hey, there you are. Been wondering how you were doing.
Well, I'm alive.
Did you manage to find those recordings?
Can I ask you something?
Sure, I'm an open book.
I guess I haven't asked these things. What's the deal with Lucky Montoya?
Nice enough guy. Fashioned himself one of those professional gumshoes, like in the serials. They usually work for the board, rooting out dissidents and the like. Lucky, though, he was freelance. Worked for anyone who paid, no matter their allegiance. You ask me, I think the guy just likes snooping around in folks' terminal messages.
Lex sent me in his arm in the mail. Did she tell you that?
No, but I'd wager Lex does a lot of weird shit she doesn't tell anyone about. That's the sublight way. Gotta say, though, mailing a stranger some dead guy's arm probably tops the list. At least I'd hope so.
Was Gorgon like in his heyday?
Frenetic, chaotic, vicious, take your pick. I wasn't here at the start, but going off what folks told me about the early days, Gorgon started out with promise. The board's best and brightest were excited to work here. Said it was a good posting. The project director had a vision and big, bold ideas.
And then?
Nothing good lasts long in Halcyon. Thing is, the schedules coming out of the corporate office were unrealistic from the get-go, and they were trying to do the project on a shoestring budget.
Ah.
Couple that with the obvious personnel problems and toxic junk in the product, it was only a matter of time before it all went to hell.
Was that when the Marauders appeared?
Could have been, yeah. Marauders didn't just fall out of the sky one day. They were made here on Gorgon. How, though? That's the question.
Adrena time.
Brat Shack legend has it they crawled out of the mines one day. Heard one fella suggest they might even be aliens.
But you know different.
I think the drug they were developing here turned people into marauders. Not on purpose, mind, but over time. Marauderhood's not the flu. It ain't contagious and they don't reproduce. So how else would they get all over the colony?
If anyone could screw something up that bad...
I mean,
it'd
we
be
already know
Spacer's
this.
choice.
I guess I just didn't go through this
I don't
dialogue
have proof,
before.
mind. It's just a hunch.
Sent over the edge.
Shit, any number of things. Fire, primals, sabotage. It didn't happen all at once, but it happened fast enough folks couldn't respond in time. Now, if you're asking how it all kicked off, might have been spies that did it. Corporate espionage, you know. Anti-Cleos.
Ah.
I never did figure it out. Not about to try now.
Must have talked to a lot of staff here. What are they working on?
Adrenatime. I'm sure you know it. Was a drug, something to make folks work harder, work smarter. Had a lot of nasty side effects. Didn't seem so bad to me at the time, but then I hadn't met the test subjects yet. The whole thing was real hush-hush. A lot of worry about corporate spies, especially from Anti-Cleos. I probably shouldn't even be mentioning it to you, to be honest. Spacer's choice? They're really not fond of spies.
I didn't know about the senior researchers.
Not much, except that there was a whole gaggle of them, and so far as I could tell, they absolutely hated each other. Dr. Ambrose would hardly let me speak to any of them, but she complained about him all the time.
What'd she complain about?
Everything, seemed like. Marion Blakesley, for example, lady who ran HIA, wouldn't return any of her messages. Not once, for years. Jasper Lowe, guy who headed up Chem, was high more than he was sober. He insisted on running special tests on primals, too. Law knows what for.
Anyone else?
Dr. Ambrose really had it out for this guy Lawrence Goodfellow. Ran OCI.
Oh.
Would lose his shit if he saw red on a schedule. By the end, I heard
Lawrence
folks
could
were
be the
turning in
mysterious
completely
guy,
bunked
too.
progress reports just to keep him out of their hair. Had this little minion, too. An actuary named Clarence Mosley. Obsessed with quantifying every detail of his
We've already
sad
met
little
Clarence. Yeah.
Mosley was the guy who got me mixed up in all this. Asshole. I hope a primal ate him.
He lost an eye, but he's alive. So was there tension between the researchers?
Oh yeah, it wasn't just that Dr. Ambrose hated them. They seemed to hate each other too. OCI pushed a ludicrous schedule. Chem made a bad product, and HIA returned garbage results. A regular merry-go-round of shit flying in every direction. It's no surprise it all fell apart.
I see.
The surprise is that it didn't happen sooner.
Shit, blood, trust us. They left a lot of messes behind.
My editor said my prose was too purple, and here I could have gone vermilion. Not a problem. Anything else? Well, I'll be damned.
Gave you the
Now I can
thingamajigs.
finally get off this rock and go home.
Yay.
I know it's not much, but take the last of my bits. You've earned every single one, friend.
Did you know that Georgie was interviewing Olivia on her own?
She couldn't have been. We were together all the time. Except, oh shit, my weekly calls with headquarters. What could she even want to ask Olivia Ambrose about? Doesn't make sense.
Production details, ratios, and measurements, ingredients, that kind of thing. Wonder if it could also be Georgie. The mysterious person could also be Georgie.
Good fucking law. Headquarters would kill me if they knew. Right after they killed her. Hell, being stuck here might have been the only thing keeping me alive.
Was there something going on between you and Georgie?
No, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it seemed like there could be, when we were servicing the phonographs, or sharing a beer, but who'd be interested in some forgotten old bastard like me?
Oh, let's be nice with them. I can see the appeal.
Sure. Nice of you to say. Sorry. Not much in the mood for a witty repartee, what with the world-shattering revelations and all. Any other horrible truths you want to reveal to me? Or can I get back to my drinking?
I don't think I have any more details.
Listen, I appreciate you telling me what happened with those recordings, but I need some time to think. Got a lot to process.
You do that, buddy.
Yeah, yeah. See you around.
Okay. Well, that one is done. Right. So now we have to go back there and do that. Alright. So let's unseal the door. Dun dun! And then we go inside. And we face off with whoever, whatever is the whatever. So, it could be Georgie, could be Lawrence Goodfellow. I kind of think Lawrence Goodfellow was the mysterious dude. It could also be, Ambrose. Well, this is not what I was expecting to see. Hi. Pam.
Welcome to the Adrenatime Synthesis and Manufacturing Center, brought to you by Spacer's Choice. This productivity automechanical unit is at your disposal. Its normal duties involve the management of legacy operations analytics. However, due to the promotion, demotion, death, or injury to other managers of this facility, this unit is now the acting manager of the following departments: reception, human resources, accounting, technical support, manufacturing, distribution,
Really?
security. Please direct any questions about those departments to Pam. Answers not guaranteed.
Legacy Operations Analytics? Never heard of
According
it.
to this facility's records, the Legacy Operations Analytics Department is located on Sublevel Floor 1. Its functions include warm bodies and redacted. Access to that department is currently denied due to a lockdown in the sublevel stairwell.
So it only existed to meet some minimum personnel requirement.
We value each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family, so be proud. On average, you contribute positively to a minimum of 1.44 important spreadsheets per quarter. That was one of Pam's patented pep talks designed to efficiently eliminate any negative feelings that are getting in the way of your work. After all, Pam's purpose is to answer one question: how can I increase your productivity today?
Huh. What's with all the bodies?
Did you know that keeping your workers alive boosts productivity? That's why every PAM unit comes equipped with the latest Spacer's Choice weaponry.
That seems
When PAM's
counterproductive.
emergency combat protocols are activated, your investments are sure to be protected. Warning: due to power consumption, combat protocols cannot be activated when PAM's power is below 73% without deactivating managerial processes. Spacer's Choice policy dictates that managerial processes take priority. This unit's power rating is 57%.
Oh, I see. So she can't hurt us right now. Can you override that
PAM
behavior?
is fully customizable to fit your preferred management style. With the correct override codes, you can alter any of PAM's behaviors at will. Some limitations apply. Spacer's Choice does not accept legal responsibility for any injuries or trauma sustained after altering Pam's behaviors. See manual for details.
How can I recharge
Hate
you?
messing with tangled cables or confusing batteries? With Pam, you'll never have to. Just pop in a Firefly brand industrial strength battery, and Pam's ready to go. Out of batteries and need productivity now? No problem. Just hook Pam's power source up to another auto mechanical, and Pam will get your employees back in line in no time.
I don't know that I want to engage her combat
How can I
protocols
increase
anyway.
your productivity today?
So you're a productivity auto
Pam
mechanical.
helps each and every member of the Spacer's Choice family be the best they can be. When you're managed by Pam, your workday gets
Seems-
unjammed.
It would be suck to be a robot that has to be a manager. I'm just gonna say that. Manager actually in charge of people?
Don't think of Pam as your boss. I'm just your pal. Here to make sure that every member of the Spacer's Choice family stays on task and on schedule. With Pam
With
at the helm,
guns.
you'll never be overwhelmed.
And they keep people more productive.
Feeling down? Pam is loaded with over 1,000 encouraging messages, each designed
Oh,
to
I
make
see.
you feel
You're-
like an important member of the Spacer's
You're like
Choice
the
family.
like
Schedule
calendar that
slipping?
says hang in there and
Not
has
to
a
worry.
cat like hanging on a
Pam
string or
tracks
something.
all of your deadlines and has the tools to whip your efficiency back into shape. You'll be a team player in no time, thanks to Pam.
Never
How
mind.
can I increase your productivity today?
Tell me about this
The
facility.
Adrena Time Synthesis and Manufactory Center is where Spacer's Choice's newest product is being created. Get a leg up on the competition with Adrena Time. You are now in the lobby. The floors above you are the offices, the manufactory, and the Adrena Time synthesizer. The
Uh-huh.
floors below you are the sublevels and the synthesizer reactor. How can I increase your productivity today?
Give me some motivation.
Don't forget to add an exclamation point and a smiley face to your company messages. That's how we know you're having fun.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna leave her be for now. I just don't really want to have to fight her, I guess. Messages from Elason. Rosemary. Hey, sorry to bother you, but I lost my ID. Don't know how it happened. I can have a very strict system for organizing my desk. Someone probably took it. Can you deactivate it and get me a new one? Seen Fife? Hey, Rosemary, you seen Fife around? Pam's old battery's having trouble holding a charge and all my spares keep disappearing. You know how it goes around here. If something's disappearing, Fife probably swiped it and put it in the facility's office like a trophy. Since your desk is in the lobby, it isn't too far from facilities, I was hoping you might spot him on your way or something. If you do, tell him MacLeod has 3 packs of Spacer's Choice Corona to trade for the industrial strength Firefly battery that disappeared last week. Ah. So we can get that battery to her. Is that what we're trying to do here? Enlist Pam's help. I see. So we are going to get her help by giving her another battery. I see. This was not what I was expecting to see when I walked in here. Looks like Marauders got in here at some point. I mean, I could tell from the fact that they were all dead by Pam. These damn techs support slackwits. When we barred the door to HR and accounting and made them use a stairwell, they will not stop whining about it. But every turn they prove me right about it. Nosy little shits are always up to some kind of humbuggery. And the automechanical specialist that's in charge of Pam is the worst effing one. He's always changing some setting or another for routine repairs, and then after all hell breaks loose, it's up to me and my security team to pick up the pieces. It's pretty effing hard to do, considering that half my team has paws instead of hands. Canids are easier to manage, they said. They're more resource efficient, they said. Effing top-rungers, and everyone wonders why I'm always drinking at the lounge. Anyway, this guy changed Pam's combat override code again. Now tell me again. I don't think Pam, blam, thank you, ma'am, A2368 fits security guideline. Pam, blam, thank you, ma'am. That's the best security override. Well, I'm gonna have a lot of alcohol to sell after this. Okay. Find the override code without charging the battery. I'm gonna charge your battery, because we robots need to look out for each other. Okay, so let's check out what's over on the opposite end here. Staff only. I'm staff now. Ah. I leveled. I don't even see what I grab half the time. Just something gets grabbed. Oh, I found her cell. Well, that was... it's barred. Hey, Pam.
Hello there, employee identification number. Great work on assigned task. How can I increase your productivity today?
Pam, engage your
Emergency
protocols.
combat protocols cannot be engaged at less than 73% power without proper authorization. Please ensure that this unit is fully charged, or present your override password.
F you or do what you want. No, I got you for
This
that battery.
unit's power rating is 100%. Great! Emergency combat protocols are now available. Error. Employee's biometric ID does not match this unit's designated manager. Proceeding with verbal management test. Pretend that this PAM unit is one of your employees who's been working long hours. What would you say to give them an extra pep pill in their step?
Keep working late. We'll serve free pep pills and Spratwurst after hours.
Like any good manager, PAM comes equipped with an emergency pep pill dispenser. Employees passing out at their desk is a thing of the past. Verbal management test complete. Result. Employee is a Spacer's Choice manager. 94% certainty. Engaging emergency combat protocols. Stand by.
Where are you going? Pam. Where are you going? Alright. I guess that we're just going with her.
No, wait. That head's not spinning all the way around, is it? Well, that's not unsettling at all.
Can't buy taste.
I don't really want Pam to die, so that's why I'm mostly following her.
Oh, searching for unauthorized
I'll
person.
keep quiet.
Wow.
Incoming!
Ho ho ho.
Returning to patrol mode. Beginning security patrol. Threat eliminated.
Pam. I like her. I like her. She's cool. I do want to loot things though, so I guess she's gonna run ahead.
You're in deft hands with a mag pick.
Okay, so where did she go? She must have gone over in that room.
They can't keep us out.
No, they can't. Personal files. Files located. Tech support would like to remind all employees this is not the messenger menu. Saving these files will not send a message to another spacer's choice. Employee of its safety directory, the same name as said employee. Okay. Name Halcyon Hank, class upper. Vocation free market champion. Backstory. Halcyon Hank is a long-lost half-brother of Halcyon Helen. At the age of 7, he saved his family from a pirate attack, but he had to leave the ship in a separate escape pod. While the rest of the family was rescued by a passing patrol, Hank's escape pod landed on Monarch and he had to survive in the wild. Raised among raptidons, he foiled numerous schemes concocted by the cannibalistic iconoclast, who were trying to spread their listless, dependent way of life across the colony. Now he's finally made off Monarch and is ready to save Halcyon from insert whoever Sally makes the villain here. Addendum. Ask Sally if she can make a supporting character that's Hank's love interest. She promised she would last time. Canceling our session. Herald. Just sent my management my cancellation form regarding our systems and serfdom sessions. I've been told I won't receive a refund on the leisure time I purchased for our group. I'll handle the cancellation fees too. Let's not talk about what happened with Colin at the last session. Let's not talk about Colin at all. Not to management and not to medical either. If you need something for the injury, I'll see about getting you some AT. Okay. That was everything, right? I heard her moving up there. Personal files. Automechanical repair. Power siphoning. With the battery shortage, I need to find a way to recharge Pam in a pinch. Vargas and I have divided all the remaining batteries, and eventually even those won't hold much of a charge. At least not if you plug the unit into the wall as designed. Turns out, though, Space Choice batteries actually only charge at half capacity if you use them as intended. I think it's planned obsolescence. They want the batteries to wear out sooner, so folks buy more of them. Doesn't make much sense to do it at your own facilities, in my opinion, but what the F do I know, right? Anyway, think about a way to bypass it, at least on the biped models. If you take out two similar units, link the power supplies, and initiate a surge from one unit to the other, it should force the battery to use its full capacity. Basically, I can double the lifespan of our batteries by having the units jumpstart each other. Not going to use it just yet. Always a chance that someone catches wind of it and they close the loophole, so I better save it for emergency. Cannot believe they gave Pam a damn N-ray cannon. Talk about overkill. There's not much in the known galaxy deadlier than N-ray radiation, and once it's let loose, it's hard to contain. Most living things seem to give it off in microscopic doses, not enough to be harmful on its own, but enough to draw a larger, deadlier, and massive N-ray from one living thing to another within a certain radius. Which means I need to take extra care to make sure Pam's cannon is tuned for maximum precision. If the barrel is even 1 degree out of alignment, you'd risk thousands of bits in collateral damage every time she fires it. Interesting. Keep your head down. Last week, a pair of technicals at my designated workplace fell into a pretty bad row. There were a lot of seditious words used. I don't want to repeat them here. Management stepped in. I haven't seen them since. I don't think their indenturement contracts were nullified, otherwise I would have received a reprimand myself on account of having worked with terminated colleagues. They haven't been in their domiciles, they haven't been in their stations. I don't think they were fired, I think they deserted. I'm not going to share their names because I don't want that audit on my record. All I know is this, the office isn't working the way it should. Dr. Ambrose is nervous, and when she's nervous, we're all nervous. Keep your head down. One of my colleagues disappeared 3 nights ago. She'd been falling behind her deadlines and was medicating herself with AT. I was jealous of her work ethic, so I can't imagine what compelled her to just disappear. Frankly, I'm glad. She was starting to make me look bad. Now, there's something strange happening in the office, and I don't know what to make of it. Nothing's going according to plan. Clarence mostly had a phrase he muttered now and again. The Bancroft coefficient is approaching 1. Apparently there's some fellow named Lucian Bancroft. If he's real, Dr. Ambrose answers to him. I think it's his cipher codename for something. Okay, Lucian Bancroft could also be the mysterious stranger dude. I don't know how chaotic or messy a project has to be before its coefficient hits 1. but I know bad things happen when Lucian Bancroft shows up. Contracts nullified, waste disposed, assets eliminated. Yeah, I'll keep my head down. Okay. Right, so we ran up here in a frenzy. And I really don't know where Pam's gone. Oh, she's in here. How you doing, Pam? Guessing she's okay. More vending machines. Oh, she killed some people. Thank you. And I don't know where she's gone to now. She's killed people in here. Can't get in there. Interesting. Messages. Spacer's Choice is aware of Dr. Lowe's eccentric habits. Yes, Dr. Lowe medicates himself with experimental drugs of his own design. No, we have not mentioned this flaw in Dr. Lowe's character in our exchange contract with Danse Cleo. We believe that Dr. Lowe's behavior is consistent with the values of our rival company. Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo are, in opinion of Spacer's Choice, an ideal match. Both Dr. Lowe and Auntie Cleo Company believe themselves to be better than nature. Please be informed that Auntie Cleo has generously offered at least 3 senior personnel in exchange for Dr. Lowe. It is Spacer Trust Company policy to accept any bargain in our favor. Michael, the office has reviewed your report of unlawful behavior exhibited by certain colleagues at your designated workplace. We find the contents of your report alarming and inconsistent with the values and vision of Spacer's Choice family. While it is the duty of every member of our family to report seditious and unlawful behavior, it is important to express your report using appropriate company-approved language. Your description of violent outbursts and aggressive behavior from your colleague is problematic. Furthermore, the office disapproves of your obvious exaggerations of any physical injuries sustained in your alleged altercations with your colleagues. Spacer's Choice is not liable or responsible for any injuries caused by Spacer's Choice property, including machinery or other coworkers. Your description of your colleague's behavior portrays Spacer's Choice in an unflattering light and will be stricken from any official record. Do not discuss, describe, or imply the contents of your report to your coworkers. Ooh. I see. Basically telling them not to talk to anyone about what he saw. I can go in there if I want to. And what's in here? Messages. Thank you for using GIMC, your employer-sanctioned messaging system. Friendly reminder, your messages are company property. Oh, I've already read that. Why am I reading that again? Printer broken. It's not broken, it's just out of paper, which I have to say is pretty damn amazing. How the name of the Grand Plan demands to print 450 documents in a week. Those can't be all transfer requests, can they? I know this project is well funded, but the head researcher must be even more famous than I thought if we're getting this many. Con, I know you're our policy. Even if you don't have proof that Mr. Putman has been taking your lunch, Spacer's Choice disciplinary guidelines for theft only apply to Spacer's Choice property. You, your lunch, and Mr. Putman all constitute Spacer's Choice property. It's legally impossible for your property to steal from itself. Please note that an inability to protect your own source of nourishment will be reflected on your permanent record. Wow, that sucks. If you cannot be trusted to guard your own sandwich, you cannot be trusted to guard classified information on behalf of Spacer's Choice. Wow. I see. That sucks. Okay. Okay, well, before I go in here, entrance not for use by tech support. These doors don't work. Okay. So, where am I, really? I've kind of just been wandering around a lot. Okay. Okay. That's a way to go down. This is a random bathroom. With lockpicks. And this is the other side of the door that was locked, right? Excuse me? Oh. Oh, we're back at the other room. Oh, I see. I see where we are now. I understand. Now, where would this go? Back down here. Right? That's all that would go? Yeah. Oh, I see. These are elevators and they don't work. Okay. That's sealed. So this was the only way to go anyway. Okay. So I've been to most of these places. I think. Anyway. To upper levels. Right. Okay, I'm pretty sure.
This staircase is just like the board. Over-engineered to the point of absurdity.
Well, I don't expect to see any more enemies around because Pam is loose. What's in here? Oh. Just like slam the finger down on the collect button.
Great work.
I saw something in there. Ooh. 396, 456. But its level is higher, and it does more DPS. That's right. I usually switch in between this one and that one depending on what my level is. So I'm probably going to switch to this after I can just get some stuff. Yeah. Okay. Need to modify it. That's about all. Let's see. To Manufactory Department. I run the SMC's Interdepartmental Systems and Serfdom game. We host participants from every part of Spacer's Choice family, technical support, human resources, and even here in the manufactory. We just reached a stunning conclusion of our last campaign, and I've submitted the necessary paperwork to begin a new one soon. Interested? A few spaces for adventuring spaces are still available. Not sure what Systems and Serfdom is? Oh, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Don't worry, we're beginner friendly, and I'll be happy to walk you through character creation and more. SNS is all about helping each other have a good time after all. Novice entry fees are minimal. Please notice I'm required by corporate to submit a detailed report of our adventures for moral hygiene. Oh wow! So you're not allowed to have like a game that the corporate doesn't approve of. That sucks. Thank you for putting in the extra time to fix those terminals on the top floors. Even though you're not a designated member of the technical support team, your work saved me a reprimand on my permanent record. In fact, your work was so impressive that I thought you might appreciate having a few more tasks on your desk. You might have noticed the adhesive notes on your desk. These are backlogged repair tasks from the technical support team. I understand you've got your own work in the manufactory, but I think you'd benefit from additional tasks. Ugh. Last time you ever helped someone, right? I think I'm hearing fighting going on in another part of the facility here. But it's hard to say for sure. Pam! Aw, she did die. Oh well. What killed her? There's no enemies around. Like, I can tell.
You're an artist, Captain.
Oh. Cool. I wonder if the enemies just would have died. Oh, she killed everyone in here. Pam, you did well. Okay, it came from there. Let's check out if there's any other place I can look at. Hi.
Everyone all right?
That was just weird. I don't understand why he wasn't aggressive. Maybe it was a weird glitch that that one just didn't show up as aggressive for some reason. That is just really strange. Okay. Okay, we've been here. That's where we are. We have a couple floors left to go. Okay. I see.